I live in a place where it's green year round. Even in the darkest days of winter, we have flowers everywhere. Now this is my Florida room. It's very large, a completely screened porch. Breezes pass through all the time. I'll show you some of my plants that are always here and always thriving. This guy is a lemon tree, planted from a seed. Many of these plants came to Florida from Connecticut in 1989, and they're thriving. Such as this one. It's a Norfolk Island pine, and it's about 35 years old. This is the child of a plant that I used to have back in Connecticut. So is this one. This is a unique thing. It's actually a weed, but what the heck? Look at it. It's just so cute. And every year around Christmas, it gets these little yellow things on it that I think of as decorations on a Christmas tree. Another Connecticut leftover. Very healthy. Now when Hurricane Wilma hit, it knocked down two native scrub pines that were a couple of houses away. And I found this as a tiny little sapling growing in the yard. I dug it up, and here it is over 20 years later, still alive. Yet another spider plant from Connecticut. Back in 1980, a lady told me that this Buddha was 75 years old. I don't know if she was telling the truth or not, but I bought it from her. So now he's way over 120 if that were the case. I can't verify it. Now we'll go outside and look. Here we have a desert cactus that blooms pink flowers. All of this were Connecticut plants that I put in my planter in front of the house. This is one of my prides and joys. I bought it not more than 7 years ago as a little sapling, mailed to me from North Carolina. It's an olive tree, Spanish olive. We won't get olives here because you have to have a cold snap in order for them to flower. Another tree that's been here for a while, over a decade, and it's never really grown. It should be a navel orange, but it doesn't really do anything. Okay, this one used to be on my porch in Connecticut. Look at the size of this. Thing's a monstrosity. And it's really easy to trim because all you have to do is just reach down and snap one right off. Okay. This is considered a nuisance weed. I like them. Hibiscus, currently not in bloom. This was a plant I had in Connecticut. Look at how big it is. I found this in North Miami. Again, a tiny little sapling growing at the base of a giant 40-foot tree. And I have to constantly cut it back. Not sure what it is exactly. Some more of the dreaded weed. A neighbor had dug this up and thrown it away. I rescued it, and it's thriving. A snake plant I had in Connecticut. Now here, this magnificent night blooming jasmine is really massive. I started it as a tiny little thing, $7 plant, and 20 years later it's taken up so much area. When it blooms, These white jasmine flowers, you can see this, they're ready to bloom here, are very fragrant. The last of my Connecticut plants used to be out by the porch. Again, I have to keep cutting these things back. This is a ficus. And that's pretty much everything. I hope this little trip around my yard wasn't too boring for you. And so, bye-bye.